The Mysterious Hero, written by Blue Moon Hero, read by Swedish Diablo. Apple Bloom has been ill by the flu for nearly 2 weeks, so Granny Smith had taken care of her in the meantime. Granny Smith usually solved recent stories for her. Granny, can you read some new and exciting story? But of course, Apple Bloom, said Granny Smith. Granny Smith went to her bookshelf and looking for a good, exciting story. She found a good and went back to Apple Bloom. What do you say about the story of Sunrider? Well, it sounds like a good story. Well, let me see how the story begins. Granny Smith begins to read the book for her granddaughter, and Apple Bloom is in bed and listens carefully to her grandmother reading for her. In the small town, Canyon Town, suffered the ponies during the hard life of the city's Colonel Silver Strike. He drew taxes from all the residents, while many were poor, while he himself became wealthier. But there was some pony who wanted to do something, but afraid of the Colonel's soldiers. Was there no pony that did anything? Yes, there was a pony that helped the residents as much as she could. Everything was hard, only for one morning. Granny Smith continues to read, and Apple Bloom is listening carefully to his story. Granny Smith took a short break and looked at Apple Bloom, who had fallen asleep in the bed. Granny Smith slammed the book and gave Apple Bloom a kiss on the cheek, and already the next day, when Apple Bloom was awake, Granny, can you continue the story? Well, of course I can, said Granny Smith. Granny Smith begins to read where she left off. One morning, a farmer was on his way to the city with a cart with vegetables. Halt! In the name of the Colonel, what are you having in your carriage or your cart? Only vegetables that will sell on the market. No, in the name of the Colonel's name, we confiscated the cart's contents. But then a mysterious figure appeared on the hill near them. You can't let the wagon pass. Who are you, daring to stand against us? My name is Sunrider. I am protector of Canyon Town. I demand you give away. How dare you, said the guard. You get your last warning. We don't give up, said some of the guards. Get ready for a battle. Then Sunrider ran down the hill and raised his sword, and the guards pulled their swords in, but Sunrider passed them and hit the sword. The guards looked at Sunrider and saw their heads had been cut in half. They were panicked and ran away from there. Sunrider stopped away the sword. Thank you very much, Sunrider. I'll do anything to protect others. I will tell the others about it. And the farmer took the wagon and continued into Canyon Town. Inside town, the news about Sunrider had spread, but one pony was not happy about it, and it was Silver Strike. How could you be defeated by a stranger? You are the best fighters in the city. Explain to me. We were taken by surprise, sir. Make sure it doesn't happen again. Is it understood? Yes, sir. Later on the market, a young lady goes with her little sister. They are the daughters of the abandoned old farm, Strong Shield. Have you heard about Sunrider? Asked Blossomheart. Yes, I heard about Sunrider, said Blue Rose. It was a time some pony stood against the Colonel, said Blue Rose. Don't say that so loud, said Blossomheart. No, you're right, said Blue Rose. Let's Let's shop, finish, and return home to the farm," said Blue Rose. "Okay," said Blossom Heart. Blue Rose and her sister went about to leave the market when they were spotted by Colonel Silverstrike. Silverstrike was found by Blue Rose, and though she knew it, but she was not interested in him. "Good day, Blue Rose." "Good day, Silverstrike. I see you have been at the market with your sister." "Yes, I have." "I wondered if you would like to come over for dinner. I'm sorry, Colonel, but I'm busy today with the farm, but tomorrow I can come." "It sounds like a good idea. I'll send a cart for you at 7 to pick you up." "That sounds good." The Colonel bowed and disappeared. "Do you really want to have dinner with him?" asked Blossom Heart. "Yes, Dad has taught us to be polite," said Blue Rose. Once on the farm, Blossom Heart began her lessons, while Blue Rose was with her big brother, Thunder Apple. Thunder Apple was the only who knew about that Blue Rose was Sun Rider. "Your workout has gone well so far, but maybe you should end like Sun Rider before something serious happens." "No, I promised the residents of Canyon Town to protect them from Silverstrike's tyrant rule." Blue Rose trained with her brother to fight with swords and martial arts. She had learned defenses from their father before he died. "Dad would have been proud of me." "Yes, but would have asked you to be careful." "Yes, you're right about that." Blue Rose continued training for a while before she did her chores. The next evening at 7, Silverstrike's wagon appeared at the farm. She arrived at his smaller mansion. She could see that Colonel was waiting for her. Blue Rose felt bad inside just being in his presence. They walked in, and he brought her to the dining room where the waiters were doing the table for the meal. "Let's enjoy the meal," said Silverstrike. They sat at the next to each other at the table, and the waiters served the food. Blue Rose thought the food was good, but she tried to stand out in Silverstrike's presence. "Well, what do you think about the food?" "The food is delicious." "How did you take care of the farm since your father died?" "It has gone well, but it has been tough." "But we are tough, but we'll be ready for him." "Thank you," said Blue Rose. Blue Rose and Silverstrike continued dinner and dessert. When it was late, it was time for Blue Rose to return home. "Thank you for the dinner," said Silverstrike. Silverstrike kissed Blue Rose's right hoof and smiled at her. "It was my honor." Blue Rose stepped into the trail to the wagon and drew her home. She feels so relaxed and happy to get home. At home, Thunder Apple is waiting for Blue Rose. "How was the dinner?" "It was alright. Food was good, but it was all good." Granny Smith took a break and saw that Apple Bloom sleeping heavily. She closed the book, and the next evening she continued for Apple Bloom. "Please, Granny, go on." "Okay, Apple Bloom," said Granny Smith. Granny Smith said, "A few days later, guards stopped every transport of food to the city." "Stop in the peace name. Stop, guards, or feel my anger." "There's Sunrider! On him!" Several guards rushed to Sunrider, but quickly hit the swords from their heads. The guards was terrified and ran away from there. The peasants, the farmers cheered, and Sunrider bowed and disappeared. "How can you call your guards when who can stop a lonely bandit? He was too fast for us." It's not an excuse. Leave me alone, said Silverstrike. The Colonel figured out a way to capture Sunrider and set up a plan. He spent all night to plan a plan. He came up with a good plan, he thought. The next day, on the way to the city, Miss Blue Diamond traveled. Then her wagon was stopped by 4 robbers. This is an advice. This is a robber. We can provide all we have if you let us pass, said Blue Diamond. We don't want money. We are looking for you, miss. Blue Diamond stared at the fear of the robbers. Later on the market is Blue Rose with Blossom Heart. They belong to They heard from other 2 farmers about Blue Diamond's kidnapping. A soldier has said that the Colonel is looking for Blue Diamond. Blue Diamond and Blue Rose has been childhood friends, and she has fallen in love with her. Blue Rose and Blossom Heart returned home, and Blue Rose told her brother, I think you should stay. I feel it's a trap to catch you. I know, yes, I know that, said Blue Rose, but I have to save her. I can't tell you not about it, so stop you. No, you can't, said Blue Rose. Apple Bloom looks at Granny Smith. What happened then, Granny? Let me look, said Granny Smith. Blue Rose did look and started to find Blue Diamond. She thought and she saw trace of the robbery where the wagon was stopped. She followed the tracks to an abandoned mine nearby, and next to it was a shed. She heard voices and listened carefully. Nobody can believe that the Colonel planned all this. Yes. After this he will raise the tax a little more again. Yes, after all he played himself as the hero. Blue Rose became furious, but kept calm. She smacked on the shelf, then managed to see the Blue Diamond, and she saw that Blue Diamond had so blindfolded she couldn't even speak. Blue Rose smiled up to her guards and smashed them unconsciously. She told Blue Diamond that she'd about who hugged Blue Rose. I noticed you, Blue Rose. How did you know that? Asked Blue Rose. A feeling in your eyes, said Blue Diamond. They whispered so no pony could hear them. They brought the guards to the city. Then the residents got to know the truth. Silverstrike tried to make them to believe in him, but no pony believed him. How, come on, how can you not believe? You can't believe in a bandit. Leave our city and do not come back, said Sunrider. Silverstrike left the city and was never seen again in Canyon Town. Thank you for telling me the story, Granny. I feel a bit better. It's nice to hear that, said Granny Smith. What happened to Blue Rose and Blue Diamond? Well, they both recognized their feelings for each other, and after 1 year, they were married and adopted 3 children. It sounds like a good end. I agree with you, Apple Bloom. The end.